I'm so overdue for it. And guess what's next to the pedicure place? Bakes by Izzy. Woo! And guess what kind of customer service I got? Top notch. This is why I be doing my business out here in South Orange, because there is excellent customer service, no issue. My car was acting funny. They was patient. They like started multitasking, icing some cakes. Speaking of my car, I don't even know if I locked it back. Let me see if I locked it back. 1 second. Reconnect it. All right, I'm back. It's locked. So I freaking hands, so you know. And I am just really enjoying life. Like, life is really freaking good. It is so good. And I had some really deep conversations with my cousin, because she pay attention to the news and stuff. But she stopped watching it, which I'm so proud of her. She's just reading about it. And I'm just like, girl, ignore it. Only worry about the things you have control over, which is yourself. That's what you got control over. She's like, I'm just concerned about humanity. And I'm like, yeah, I want us to be better too. We are a work in progress. But I tell you one thing, if we don't get it together, there's somebody who will purchase this motherfuckers. You know, it's apparently, I hate to say it, but I think America's for sale is what it looks like to me. So, but I do have faith. I do have faith, and I do know that it's a miraculous place. And I believe when my ancestors trained those who came over here, who some people call the colonizers, and taught them how to do law and how to put together and structure a government, I do believe they tied into it some enough mysticism that we can sustain and weather these challenges that we are experiencing now. I think it's just growth. I think it's just growth. And growth sometimes is not comfortable. Sometimes growth is not cute. But growth is necessary. It's necessary for people to be aware that we are all human beings. We all breathe oxygen. We're all on this little blue planet. And the planet itself is intelligent. So once we recognize that we're all part of a whole, we can start working more better together and just exercise control over oneself, instead of trying to control other grown people. Control children. People that may need some assistance. But grown folks, no. No, thank you. Absolutely not. Learn. Been here all while. Didn't just get here, but people don't believe. They be thinking I'm in my 20s. They told me I look like I was in my 20s. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not in my 20s. But thank you. I'm going to keep on drinking water. I'm going to keep on exercising, getting these legs together. These legs. But bit by bit, they're getting better and better. And that is the amazing part of the human body. Yes, it regenerates naturally. You put the right herbs in. You drink water. You take your supplements like magnesium, creatine. Yes. And I think I'm going to save this till I get into school, so I can have me a nice cup of coffee. It'll be my second cup. I did not finish my first cup, because this is what I did. I popped open my nutmeg, which I like to add to my Joe with agave syrup. And I popped open the wrong side. And I put too much. I put way too much. So I am just out here in the world, circulating good vibrations, love and forgiveness, and good vibrations now. And I don't know what's about to happen, but I've been catching a lot of attention, not even purposely, recording on my platform. And just some people love the energy, some people they don't, but I don't really care. I love you anyway. I love you anyway. They're like, oh my goodness, but how could it be possible that a melanated, mature woman is so happy? Blame Michael Beckwith, okay? I watch Michael Beckwith every friggin' day. Agape International Spiritual Center is it. So go check them out. I guarantee you, if you check them out, you will be transformed too. You put in those practices every day. Every day I look and say, what am I grateful for? I wrote a whole list yesterday because yesterday, and I had to be reminded by the divine to surrender because that force that is the planet right now, like our planet is suspended. What's holding it up? It's energy that's holding it up, right? It's a force that's holding it up. I have access to that force. That force is within me. It's within everybody. Everybody is an example of a divine in human form. Some people just don't know, but I know. And I'll be like, thank you. And I show it and to remind others, you have divinity inside of you too. You have God inside of you. Your mind can do wonderful things. Look at what we have done so far. And we made some messes and we're cleaning it up. But look at the structures, the architecture, the streets. Like we have advanced so far and we still have so much advancing to do. So I am ultra excited about divinity, about the advancements of humanity, about being able to enjoy these wonderful treats. Taste buds are phenomenal, okay? They are absolutely phenomenal. We don't need taste buds. What is the function of a taste bud? Right? It doesn't like help circulate your blood. It may alarm you if something is like not healthy for you to eat, but sometimes not, because some herbs are healthy for you, but they're bitter to the tongue. So I think having taste buds is just like an extra bit of divinity. It's like, this is another way for me to enjoy life. How many ways is there for me to enjoy life? What else you got for me? That'd be my question. What else you got? What good can happen today? What good? What good can happen today? And every time I ask that question, it'd be like boom, 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 boom. All the time. All the time. I'm passing on my classes. I love my professors. They're all good. Oh, I can't. I'm in my science class. I love. I'm like, when are we going to look underneath the microscope? When are we going to look underneath the microscope? It's like, we're going to be patient. Later on in the semester. I want to look now. Oh, I love it. I really, really love it. I love it so freaking much. Academia, it feels so good to be in it. So good to be in academia. It's amazing. And then to see all of the young minds. Like the school is full to the top. Look at that old classic. It needs some. Oh, that old Buick. Did you see it? You know, I like my classic cars. And what they doing with this building? Look at this building. It's like an old church. Can I see? Look at it. Ironically, they're building a church that's not built like this. This architecture is way better. I love the old architecture versus like the new architecture. It's on the other side. I don't know if the GPS is directing my driver to go straight or not. Or it might be, yeah, it's gonna go straight. So when we pass the one that they're building, because I came up this way, I'm on South Orange Ave, heading into Newark to go to school. See me? See me repping from my school. See me repping from my school. Hey. We got some beats going, and I'm glowing. Yes, I'm glowing. I put the good out, and the good comes back. It is the Lord, yeah, and that's a real fact. And I'll be rapping, and I'll be singing, and I'll be shaking from side to side. These hips. Oh, goodness. Oh. So, probably tomorrow, maybe later. Probably tomorrow. It could be later today, because I just feel like school is gonna be like, what you got? What you got, Miss Bay? Miss Bay, what you got for us? We got some of that good energy. Thank you very much. So they're gonna, they're gonna get a little bit. By the time I get inside, if I get inside, when I'm outside looking inside, see, I got the legs out. Yeah, they a little painful. But they no longer atrophied, baby. Those muscles is awake And that's what I'm excited about. There was a lady named Jo on TikTok today, and she was doing it looked like the most simple exercise, but for me, it was very, very challenging. But I seen a hack. She was literally just sitting in a chair and getting up, sitting in a chair and getting up. But she was swinging her arms. And I know everything is connected. We have the myofascial and the muscles are all connected. But because of the conditions that my muscles are in right now, have been utilizing my arms, which is why they look so freaking toned. They look so freaking toned. Because I've been using them to lift up these 240 pounds to stand up. And then once I'm standing, then, I can walk. But to get up from the sitting position, I've been using my hands. And what this lady was doing on TikTok was she was taking both her arms and putting them in front of her and swinging them and kind of like pivoting herself almost is the best way I could describe it. I'm going to show you guys because I'll do a live tomorrow exemplifying it. But I did 3 sets today. I did 3 whole sets without putting my hand in the chair and pushing up with my hand. I used my hand as a swing almost and forced the muscles to work. And it made me feel really proud. It made me feel really, really proud. I'm like, oh my God, get in there. Bit by bit by bit. So I'm grateful I don't have a vehicle yet because they would be atrophying more. When I get my vehicle, my muscles are going to be strong so I could get in and get out. You're going to hear me grunt because this is tricky bending them right now. They're awake, but they're still they need some time. They're awake, but they need some time to grow. And that's the process that's happening. So yeah, I'll have my vehicle when my muscles are nice and supple and moving. But it's wonderful. Like it drove me so deep into studying. Like literally, like everything just is always good. Even when it seems like a challenge, I'd be like, okay, time to be still. Time to pray, time to meditate. What are you trying to show me? Something good is in this. Oh, study more, learn more, fix this. I just literally learned like this year that I could fix this. I didn't even know I could fix this. I was gonna let people cut me. You believe that? I was gonna go back and get surgery. And I don't be trusting this damn medical people and stuff because they doing too much. Pharma's doing too much. But here's some good news. I saw, I think it was Bayer, or maybe it was Tylenol. It was Tylenol. I seen a advertisement for turmeric and I believe curcumin, which are 2 herbs. I might be saying curcumin wrong, but it's CURCUMIN. I believe that's how you spell it. I saw those 2 herbs by Tylenol. I'm like, wait a minute. Are those who are pushing all those substances, those chemical substances that harm people now going to actually like cultivate herbs and like do things to help people? Ooh, let's see it happen. I mean, that's the smartest thing for businesses to do. Instead of trying to like, almost similar to that Pixar movie, Monsters, Inc. Instead of trying to profit off of people's sorrow and fear, it's more profitable to profit off of people's joy and health. You can be more richer. Encouraging people to be happier and to be healthier. I'm going to say it 2 more times for the people in the back to hear. You can be more richer, which means you don't got to give up your billions and your millions and your luxuries. You can still have those luxuries as a big corporation or even as a small corporation by encouraging health. And health is not just a physical thing, it's a mental thing and it's a spiritual thing. So you got a lot of room to create something that's going to profit your bank accounts a lot. And guess what? Healthy and happy people gonna do? There's gonna be less garbage, less illness, and guess what? Again, you can still have your money and more of it. But these young people are figuring that out. They are, and I'm proud of them. I'm really, really proud of them. They are figuring it out. Their brains are so much faster and sophisticated and they're doing some amazing things. So it's cool. It's cool to be here and have humanity growing and evolving into better and better. It feels good to be joyful and happy, doesn't it? Of course it does. And the sunlight, sunlight be doing what it do. I'm gonna get me some earthing in today. Look at the love. Look at the love. Oh, it's everywhere. But you know where you must first cultivate it before you can share it with anybody? You have to cultivate the love within yourself. Like, you have to love and like yourself just how you are. Just how you are. And if you want to be better, you just grow and work on it bit by bit, bit by bit. Appreciate it where you are, who you are, how you are. If you want to change something, you can. You can. You can change it, because we all have the power within us to change what? Before you change anything outside of yourself, you got to change and control your own mind. You got to be able to think for yourself. Not just doing what people tell you to do. You have to be able to process the information that you are given. Is this information that I'm given, is this something that's good for me? Or is it something that's going to harm me? Or is this something that's good for somebody else? Who's this good for? It's good for me. If it ain't good for you, let that shit go. Observe. Okay, interesting. And let it go. Let it go. My cousin told me that today. She was like, girl, I'm sorry, because I had an experience. Y'all seen the live? Y'all seen the live? And I purposely did not watch that live yesterday, because I was like, I'm not going to respond on my platform from a space of anger. Listen, I'm a human being. All of the emotions that humans experience, anger, sadness, like a good friend of mine just was killed like a couple of weeks ago. And I rode past the cemetery because her funeral's tomorrow. They're gonna bring her out here to do her cremation out here in Jersey. The funeral's in Brooklyn, and like riding past the cemetery, I cried. I didn't think about it. It was just like, this bitch left. Like, she's really like not in her fucking physical body, as she's supposed to be. We're supposed to be doing stuff. The 19th was gonna be her 44th birthday. Like, we had plans. We made plans. We spoke on the phone August 9th. And now she's just like in the ethers, free of the body, floating around. And I'm just like, I wish you was physically here. You supposed to come to visit me in Jersey, not out of the body, in the body. We were supposed to take our bodies and do these things. And now she's not here. So the point is, yes, I go through all of the emotions that every human being experiences. That's part of the human experience. So I purposely was like, I'm not going to come onto my platform, the SupaTea Podcast Show, here on YouTube, and put out negativity, because I was angry. Yesterday, I was like, I had no clue, and I was like, what just happened? And so even though I was doing a live, I had to get more present in the moment. So I had to like switch really quick from, okay, I'm talking to my audience, I'm putting a live here on, to, oh, this lady just said she was calling the police. What, excuse me? Oh, okay, I'm gonna wait, because they my friends. All right, and you think you know the law? Because I know you don't read as much as I read. I know you more concerned with other superficial stuff. I know you is. So therefore, call them. I got my identifications on me. Call them, ma'am. Call them. But I was just so like perturbed. Like, what? Did she like literally get in front of me though? Like yeah, I'm 240 pounds. I ain't no little person. Did you? Ma'am, did you? Oh, you said, oh, she can't walk up these stairs, so she ain't gonna do nothing. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? And I don't need to do anything, ma'am. You may have talked your way out of a freaking job because you are a liability to that freaking company. That is not how you handle customers. Well, I'm in the car right now. Because I'm not going to patronize a business that don't know how to handle their customers. These are your customers. This is how the business functions. And you're just going to be like, whatever. Nah, forget you. I'm more concerned with what I think is right. Huh? Yeah, so anyway, I just stayed venting and relaxing and releasing. And my good cousin, I'm glad she was there to chit chat with me. And she's so smart. She's so smart. I'm ready. I need to like see where the Mensa Society is, because I see that I function better with very highly intelligent people. I love everybody. Everybody I love. From the little baby to the old lady. But I function a little bit better. It's more enjoyable, where I can say something and somebody can actually comprehend it and they get it, and we can actually engage in intellectual conversation. That for me, I think that's why I love school. I think that's why I love school so much, because I'm just like, this is good for me. So yeah, she was like, girl, you don't got to go back there. You released that. And I'm like, I have. And I watched it, and I was very proud of myself. And my people are proud of me too. They're like, oh, look at that little girl from Marcy Projects. Look how she has evolved. And I'm like, woo-hoo. I'm trying to get on the Jigga Wealth line. Like, Jigga, Mr. Carter. Come on now. You can't be the only one that come out of here and get handsomely wealthy monetarily. I got some skills and some talents to monetize, but I'm allowing the divine to direct it. So it's not going to be my way. It's going to be God's way. It's going to be the divine's way, how it all comes to fruition. And I'm just excited as the world is. But I feel like stuff is happening, because the lady that I did the exercise with, she had like about 400 people in her live. I had never seen her before, but she had 400 people in her live, and she's like, follow the SupaTea Podcast Show, follow. She was like advertising for me. And I'm like, what? Did I just get a promo? Hold up. I need to come more often into these TikTok streets, because what had happened is I be in school. This is like the most free time I'll be having. If it's not Soulful Sundays, where I'm reading from The Seat of the Soul by Gary Zukov, like, yeah, I don't be having a lot to put out there on the social media platforms. But what I do put out there, a lot of people ask me, they be like, ooh, you talk tea, the SupaTea. I just love just like how everything is formed, because tea is a slang word for like gossip or information, like, ooh, what's the tea? And so I use that to talk about matcha. Yeah, my tea is matcha. It's not Lipton. It is a concentrated green tea. So you mix a little bit. Just a little bit. You're gonna add some water to it. You have to stir it, so that it dissolves. You just can't just take it as it is. You're gonna have to process my tea. And my tea is holistic. It's healthy. It's gonna make you laugh. It's gonna remind you of who you are. It is holistically healthy. So it's not just healthy for the body, it's healthy for the mind. It's like, that's interesting. Let me put some more thought into it. Let me look into this positive psychology. OMG. That is the term. There is a whole field, a whole professional field in psychology on the power of positivity, positive thinking, positive actions. There's a whole psychology field on it. Like, when was anybody gonna tell me? I guess that's what Michael Beckwith does. It's not even a guess. That's exactly what Michael Beckwith does as a minister. But to know that there's like a whole field on it, like, I'm like, that's it. So my familia's predictions are correct. I am a head shrinker, according to my good ancestor. That was her countrified way of saying, You like to look in people's minds and heads, and I'm like, I do, because I want to know why people are doing what they do. And I used to do that to my baby dolls. I used to be like, I will never forget this baby doll I had called Dolly Surprise. And Dolly Surprise had this hand. She had like hair that would grow. Wasn't growing. She had a mechanism inside of her, but you would like put her hand up and the hair would grow, and then you would wind her hand and it would go back short, like it would withdraw back into her thing. And I was just like, how does that work? We pop off the head and look at this mechanism. And once I popped off that one, all the rest of them I just popped off too. I wanted to see what was inside. And that was as a little baby girl. So I'm there. I'm here as an adult, still with that curiosity of why. And I know a lot of the whys. I know, the fear and, the manipulation and the indoctrination. A lot of people are indoctrined, and there's always things to indoctrinate people. Between the commercials, go to New York City, like the freaking billboards, it's stuff that's always constantly going in a person's mind. So if a person doesn't take the time to plug into their own divinity that's within them, the God within them, and like already intend and use their words to create their own personal lives, they're just gonna be out there just going with somebody else's flow, spending their money, doing what they think is popular, no matter how they feel about it. Like, I never was into popularity. How does it feel? If it feels good, good. If it's not harming nobody, even better. Go for it. Go the freak for it. Be freaking free. Be free and go for it. I was running my mouth so much that I didn't even flip the camera to show the church that they're building. But they are building a church, and they need to build housing. And I guess they are building a lot of housings downtown Newark. Downtown Newark is going through several shifts, from what I heard through the grapevine. And it's going to be interesting. But I like it. I like the city a lot. The businesses need to improve a bit, how they deal with customers. But all in all, people are working, going to school, living life. This is one of the streets that's nearby my school. It's much cleaner than New York. Oh, they tore this shit down. Yes! I love it. I love it, love it, love it. They should put some housing right there. Yeah, those shits needed to come down. Okay. Newark. They get in there. For the most part, look how clean the streets are. Look at the babies. The youngsters. The youngsters are humongous. That's why people think I'm young. These daggone kids are huge. I'm like, that's junior high school. Lord have mercy. What they put in them baby formulas? Why are these babies so big? I have no clue. That's just my perception of it. Those babies is big. Not fat big. Some of them are fat big, but others are just big. Like, why do you look like a grown-up? You're 12. Why? No, you're 12. You're still a baby. You still got a lot of life to experience. And there's a lot of good in life to experience. So don't rush getting 40, okay? Take your freaking time. Take your time. But 40 is definitely a good chapter. It is a good chapter. It's been good. Like, these 2 years have been really, really good, and it progressively continues to get better. And I'm just like, okay, all right. Yeah. So it's not just watching Michael Beckwith. I'm gonna say his name a lot. But it's actually doing the practices, like doing it, and it's just like, then you see it, and it's not like, oh, I did some spiritual practices and instantly life was different. No, it's a process. You have to weather the different storms and the different seasons of life. But once it does start to change and you start seeing it change, just like you see the blossoms on the tree in the springtime, and you're like, life is still lifing. Some fresh oxygen is coming. And you just feel good. I feel good when I see blossoms on the tree. I can't speak for everybody, but that's how you see the fruits of doing the spiritual practices. And you determine what those are. He gives you recommendations, but the recommendation is only to encourage you to plug in directly to divinity, because my practices change. And sometimes I don't even foresee the changes. I'd be like, okay, I like this practice. I'm doing this practice for a while. I'm doing it. Before I know, life has shifted. My practice is shifting. And I'm like, oh, okay. Copy divinity. It's changing. My practice is changing. The important part is to every day, like you maintain your physical body, to maintain your mind, to maintain, I'm going into parking lot C, to maintain your mind.
Right here, this perfect?
Inside, yeah. You can pull inside. Thank you.
Please.
Thank you. So yeah, it's like you have to maintain all three. You have to maintain your physical, you have to maintain your mental.
Right here?
The door's up there. Thank you. And you have to also maintain your spiritual, and your practices are going to change just like your exercises change. Thank you so much. Have a great day. I'll get out. So I have made it to school. Woo-hoo-hoo. The joints moving. Get the joints moving. I'm in school. That was my Uber. I don't know where she's from. She just was speaking no daggone English. Well, she got a little in her feelings because I didn't feel like putting on my seatbelt. And when I deal sometimes with Europeans, my cousin has explained to me their mindset. Hello. Good. They have explained to me that mindset. But I'm in school right now, so I'm going to get to class. Thank you for tuning into the SupaTea Podcast Show. Remember, take care of the three: mental, physical, and spiritual. Thank you.